Meanwhile, police in Nigeria have put all security forces on red alert. That's after protest on Thursday, which left at least 13 people dead. Thousands walked through the streets across the country to protest against poor governance in Nigeria, corruption, and the increasing cost of living in what is Africa's most populous nation. In the human rights group Amnesty International says 13 people were killed by the security forces as they tried to break up the protest. It has accused police officers of shooting indiscriminately at peaceful demonstration, while Akin Board of its executive director of corporate accountability and public participation Africa, that is a beneficent organization helping local communities. He told me what is behind those protests in Nigeria at the acts of the protest. And currently in Nigeria is the economic hardship that Nigerians have been facing since government you now came to power. And I must say that when this government came in May 29, there were lots of hope. There were high hopes that given what the current president did in Lagos, he will be able to replicate that at a national level. But it appears that hope has been dashed up. The economic recovery does not seem to be inside, and there were economic policies that this government have embarked on, like the removal of subsidies, floating in which is Niger currency has electricity bills that have hitting very deep into the pockets of Nigeria, and most importantly in the fact that the basic cost of living, food prices have so high, energy, transportation, and the rest of them. And when you look at the main theme of this protest, it is and bank governors Nigerians are saying you cannot be saying we should up. The government is saying things we as up at some point, but government officials are now living in flamboyant lifestyles, buying SUVs and the rest of them, and they're saying, look, we got to address the issue of governance and good governance corruption in Nigeria, and then there must be development prosperity not only for a few but all Nigerian. And when you are hungry, you are going to be angry. That's the heart of this protest. Okay, so that's what's at the heart of it in view. And then when you hear that news that at least 13 protesters, and then when you hear that news that at least 13 protesters have been shot dead, I mean, we don't know the exact numbers. It may be more than that. In fact, what is your reaction when you hear that those people have died? Well, it's so dead. Anytime there are peaceful protests in Nigeria, some people try to hijack for whatever motive. There have been claims and counterclaims of has done, but some areas like Lagos, the protests have been largely peaceful, but of course there have been violence in the quiet. About 8 northern states where are 4 declared 24 hours. It's very sad. We have said that for us it's a right of citizens to peaceful protest. It's a part of democracy. It is the responsibility of government to protect Nigerian citizens. It's also the responsibility of government to ensure that the criminals, hoodlums, or whatever they might want to call it, who might want this kind of situation are reigning, so that Nigerians are prevented from needless. That's again, but I mean, you don't think the security forces have been trigger happy in the shooting people dead? So there have been claims. We think that security forces should not use maximum force. We don't think the kind of force that was displayed in Abuja was necessary, and we also think that government being very high-handed, restricting Nigerians to where they can protest and not protest. It's the kind of situation that BRS, that this kind of violence, and so he have said that Nigerian government needs to reorient the police force to know that is a democratic right of Nigerians to protest, and protest peacefully. Are taking BW. They are speaking about the latest situation and the protest in Nigeria. Thank you.